Hello, my fellow chuds and chudettes. You know, it's been a while since you've seen my face, since I've been on camera. My latest videos have been just slop gaming content that I don't really add anything to other than the gameplay. But a lot of shit's happened since the last time you've seen me. You know, I've graduated. I squatted 215. A lot of stuff. I even got a real deal big boy job in the works coming soon. But, you know, I'm gonna try to pump out a lot more content like this, a lot less low quality bullshit like I usually do. So expect a lot more content like this in the future. Now, if you clicked on this video, you're probably wondering, Drink, why am I such a loser? Why am I so lonely? Why don't I fit in? Why do my friends not like me? I don't know. I honestly, I couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is that it's perfectly okay. It's a-okay to be the chud loser that you are. You're amazing because you're giving me a view. And other reasons that I'll get into. Point is, it's perfectly fine to be a chud loser as long as you're not harming anyone. This video is about validation and why you really don't need that shit, you know? People, like, we're social creatures, right? That's how we've survived. That's how we've basically taken over the world for the most part. We've got big ass cities and shit. There's a lot of important stuff that would not be around if not for us grouping together in large tribes or fucking whatever, like shit like toilet paper or PlayStation or whatever. The point is, these important inventions that we use to survive basically on a daily basis, you know, they weren't invented by you or me or anybody watching this video. If there is anybody watching this video, toilet paper sure as hell wasn't invented by you, you know. But the point of all that is that what I'm trying to say is, we're naturally social creatures. You know, we want to be around other us's, other people, because it's what helps humanity survive, you know? So we're social creatures, you know? We want to be around other people, and we want validation from said people, so we can fit in with said group of people. But the point is, you don't need that shit. We live in the 21st century. You don't need a group of people to survive. You can do that shit on your own, you know? So it's okay to be this chud loser that doesn't fit in for survival, because you don't need to fit in for survival anymore, you know? And I see a lot of this self-improvement shit. It's really like self-improvement. It's not really, you're not really improving anything. The only thing you're really improving, it's not yourself, it's the stuff that's surrounding you, you know, your outside life. You're trying to fix your internal problems, your problems with your self-value, not liking yourself, with things from the outside, like money or a nice physique or shit like that, basically. But those external solutions are not going to solve your internal problems, like your problems with self-worth and shit like that. I mean, yeah, you're going to be a little bit more confident if you have a nice body, but the root of the issue is still there. And the root of the issue is up here. It's in your mind, you know? Like, for example, throughout my high school career, I'm out now, but when I was in high school, I was basically like at the bottom of the social ladder, you know? I mean, I wouldn't say the bottom. but I was damn near, you know. I was pretty low, you know. I didn't have a ton of friends, you know. I still knew people, you know. I wasn't really popular at all. I didn't have a lot of girls, of course. But, you know, when I was starting up high school in my freshman year, I thought the root of that issue was the fact that I was fat as fuck. You know, I was like 250 fucking pounds, 6'2". Back then I was like 6 foot. So I was 250, mainly fat. I was fat as shit. So I went on this whole weight loss journey, you know. I got down to 190. I was built like a twig by then. But, you know, I looked relatively normal for a person, you know. And I looked at my life at that point, and I saw shit was the exact same when I was like fucking fat. It was the same shit. All the same shit. My life hadn't changed. My body has, but my life hasn't changed. So I'm sitting there. I was a sophomore by then. I was 190 pounds. Still wasn't very confident. Still, I still had the same little group of friends, not a lot of people. And, you know, I still had no fucking game, you know. And I guess, you know, I saw that my effort, it was really fucking pointless. Or it wasn't pointless because it's good that I'm not fucking 250 pounds of fat anymore. That's a good thing. But the thing is, the shit I was trying to solve wasn't solved, you know. I still didn't like myself, you know. My internal problems weren't solved by that external solution, you know. So, in my mind, all that shit that I went through, and that it was a terrible fucking cut, you know. I wasn't eating. I went out with friends. I still wouldn't fucking eat. We'd go to like McDonald's, and I'd just fucking sit there. I'd say, "Oh, I'm cutting weight, dude. I'm fucking cutting weight." You know, I was saying that shit like it was cool or something. It was in reality. It was fucking embarrassing, honestly. You know, that shit made me look broke as fuck. But the point I'm trying to get at, fuck, why do I keep saying that phrase? But, you know, I still wasn't happy. You know, I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy with who I was at that time. And, you know, I couldn't really figure out why. But now I know, you know. Does he know? Yes, I do. The problem I was having was that I didn't lose all that weight. I didn't get healthier. I didn't do it for me. You know, I did it for everyone around me. I did it to try to be accepted by, you know, people around me. Shit didn't work, but the point is, it wasn't fulfilling, you know. And that's my issue with a lot of self-improvement shit. That you're not really doing it for you, you know. Guys get into self-improvement for a whole bunch of fucking reasons. They do it for friends. They do it for mainly women, you know. A lot of chud losers, lonely guys think self-improvement is not going to solve all your fucking problems if you're only targeting the external problems. I mean, take Lamborghini owners, for example, right? These guys don't drive Lamborghinis because they like their fucking car. That's a load of fucking bullshit. They're driving Lamborghinis because they like the validation they get from other people when they drive that car, you know. They like the outside effects that driving a car like that has. They like the status. They like the fact that the car's more of a symbol than an actual vehicle, you know. It's like a thing that represents money, basically. They like people to think they're rich. And that's my real issue with the self-improvement mumbo jumbo. It's that it's not for you. You know, you're not doing it for yourself. So there's no fucking point in doing it at all, you know? You're doing it for other people. And at the end of the day, it's not going to make you happy. That's not going to solve the issues you have with self-worth, the issues you have with liking yourself. It's simply not how it works. What does work is doing shit for the sake of doing shit, you know? Doing it because you like it, you know? In my sophomore year, I think it was, I started boxing, you know? I started doing it because I thought, you know, that was going to give me all the girls in the world. That shit didn't work, by the way. Nothing fucking does that. But for some reason, you know, I saw it didn't fucking work, but I still kept up with it. I still liked it, you know, and I kept doing it because I liked it, you know. You got to find something to do for you, you know, that's going to improve you for you, if you get what I'm trying to say, you know. All that exercise, all that fucking stock trading, that shit's not gonna make you happy, unless that's something you like to do. It's not gonna make you content, basically. You know, that gap that I had in my psyche, you know, that yearn to be filled, you know, with others. That sounds fucking terrible. Oh, forget I said that shit. Fuck, how do I say this without sounding weird as fuck? Shit. That need I had to be validated for others, it was filled with boxing, you know. I didn't have that need anymore. You know, I didn't have that yearning for attention from others. Because I had found something that made me happy to do, you know, a hobby, basically. It was something that I liked about myself, which is the point I'm trying to get at. Before you try any self-improvement shit, you have to like yourself. You have to like you as you are right now in this moment before you can properly change yourself. This fucking looks maxing, money maxing, gym maxing, it's not going to solve your fucking issues. Unless you like exercise. I know exercise has a lot of mental health benefits, but it's not gonna solve your issues if you don't like exercising, you know? If you like going on runs at 3 a.m. or taking ice baths, by all means, go ahead and do it. But if you don't, then don't fucking do it. It's not necessary to lead a happy life. And you've got to be realistic about how you see yourself as well, because that's where ego comes into play. You know, if you're trying to like yourself, you could like yourself a little bit too much and end up being a fucking dickhead, you know, which is why you've got to be realistic, you know. Like for me, example, yeah, I get no play. Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man who still reads fucking comic books. Yeah, I make low-quality ass videos that nobody fucking watches. But the point is, that's me, you know? That's who the fuck I am. And, you know, if I want to change something about it, then now that I see who I am, I can go out there and do the shit I need to do to change what the fuck I'm doing. You know, you gotta accept that initial, yeah, I'm a fucking chud. What are we gonna do about it? You know? But that realism can't come from a place of self-hate, because that's gonna dig your hole even fucking deeper. After you fix all your issues, it's gonna be like a fucking bottomless pit. You know, you're still gonna fucking hate yourself. You're still gonna see those flaws coming back in you, and you're gonna be fucking miserable. The whole point of self-improvement, at least I think, is to become not miserable, you know? Mental health, it's also a major factor in this shit too. I mean, of course, I'm not going to tell you to go to a fucking therapist. I'm not going to tell you to do this, that, and the third. Honestly, I personally believe therapists give as much of a fuck about you as a stripper does. But, you know, for some people that shit works, you know. Some people, that mental health it's key. It's the most important, you know. Personally, I believe you're not going to accomplish shit if you're worrying about that. But, you know, everybody's different. No two people are going to be the exact same. To summarize, fuck 'em hoes, twin. You got this shit. Let me know if you guys fuck with this content style, you know. I'm pretty sure if you guys have seen my last videos where I have the face camera, the actual video and audio quality is a lot better because I'm not recording on a shitty ass camera. Started recording on my phone. I don't know why I started recording on that fuck ass little camera. You know, it really fucking sucks. And of course, make sure to take the shit I say with a grain of salt, you know. My word is just fucking advice. You know, hear it. If there's anything valuable, take it, and then just let that shit go. You know, because I'm really on the same path as you guys. That whole self-improvement bullshit, I'm on it too, you know. I'm trying to better myself just like you guys. You know, I'm not some dusty asshole man who's got his life all figured out with a wife and fucking kids. No, that's not me. I don't know if that's ever gonna be me. But the point is, you know, be careful who you listen to. And if you made it this far into the video, I doubt fucking anyone has. Thanks for the view, I guess. Make sure to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe, guys. And that's all I really got to say. Signing off. See you guys in the next video.